The Raptors 905 return to Mississauga for the first game at home in 3 weeks. Having collected wins in 3 of their last 4, the 905 face perhaps their toughest test of the season to date as they take on the league's top team, the Greensboro Swarm. Welcome inside the Paramount Fine Food Center as we celebrate the Raptors 905 annual Black Heritage Month game. I'm Randy Urban alongside Warren Ward, and we'll be joined by Lindsay Dunn in just a little bit. But first, Warren, as mentioned, the grind of the G League had the Raptors on the road for an extended period of time. But what did we learn about this team while they were gone?
Well, first and foremost, we know it's a grind. Secondarily, we know that they can score the basketball. But their defense, Randy, has been a little bit lackluster, not up to their standard. So as impressive and the standard that this team has set throughout the remainder of the season, or the beginning of the season, I should say, they haven't been able to maintain that throughout. And that is just the reality of the G League season. You're going to have ebbs and flows, and they dealt with that on the road.
Well, super sub Tyreek Key was inserted into the starting lineup last game, and they got the W. What does he bring to this team?
Well, Tyreek Key has been excellent over his last 3 games. 19 points per game on 61% shooting. That's not volume scoring, that's precision. And what stands out for me is his growth. Earlier in the season, he was someone who scored off the bench. Now, whether he's starting or closing, he is playing with structure, and the 905 can rely on him to become more of a stabilizer.
Well, Tyreek Key not starting today, but here are your up-to-date starting lineups. Marcus Garrett, Antonio Reeves, Tosan Ewoma, Tawan Salon, PJ Hall for the Swarm. On the other side, you've got Jarkel Joyner, Elijah Martin, AJ Lawson, Jonathan Mobo, and Olivier Sarr. You've got number 1 in the East in the Swarm against number 4 in the East in the 905. Just a game and a half back, Warren, are the Raptors 905.
And number 1 in offense against number 1 in defense. But as of late, they've kind of toggled between who is first. But this is a very big Greensboro Swarm team. PJ Hall in the front court, Ewoma, Salon. They are a big team. 905 are going to have to really contend on the glass.
905 control the tip. They are 10-1 at home so far in the regular season. But the Greensboro Swarm, they're good on the road. They're 10-4. Joyner, top of the circle, makes a move. Tough finish.
Great job by Jarkel Joyner getting all the way to the rim. He had PJ Hall on him and said, no, let's have this dance. Took him right to the rim. So good job by the 905 starting off this game aggressive, getting to the basket.
PJ Hall, 15-12, a plus 32. That was a team high in their last game, a win on February 24th. This is Reeves, left side. Hall's got it. That's Salon, excuse me. He's got to fire it up off the mark. 905 back the other way.
Good first possession by the 905 defensively, making Greensboro take a tough contested shot.
Mobo, the bump on the hoop.
Good job by the 905. Where are they going early? They're going inside, going to the rim, being aggressive.
Important to punch first when you come back from a long road trip. You got to get your energy. You got to manufacture yourself here.
Both teams trying to get to the basket. Highest percentage in basketball is at the rim. So you see the 905 starting off that way. Greensboro following suit, trying to attack the basket.
That was Marcus Garrett with his first bucket, averaging almost 12 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. Elijah Martin turns it over. Swarm the other way. Garrett in transition. Up and good.
First turnover of the night. That's something both of these teams thrive off of. Turning the ball over and getting up down the floor and trying to get easy twos.
Nice give and go. Lawson, he's getting rejected at the rim, but foul's called.
Great
Salon
pass.
wants to review this.
It's a good pass by Sarr to a cutting.
I mean, you can't land on the guy while he's in the air, right? You have to let him land.
Well, it's the body contact. Right. That's what the foul was. I think you got a clean block, but it's the body contact on Lawson. And that's where the foul came. So he's at the line, 1 for 2.
That was Tawan Salon, pick number 6 in 2024 out of France for the Greensboro Swarm. Check that, they gave the foul to Hall. This is Hall inside, he gets it to go.
Broken play, but PJ Hall doing the dirty work. He's been a bruiser even at Clemson. That's what he does. Scrappy plays, getting to the rim, very efficient.
Another foul on the floor as Martin was trying to penetrate the paint.
Martin getting to the basket. Salon using his hands a bit too much. That is a matchup I like for Elijah Martin. He can take that to the rim. Low man wins in basketball. Salon has to get real low to guard a guard.
Well, they love Salon with that 6'10" frame, 7'2" wingspan. But you're right, Elijah Martin, he's got a body on him.
Yeah, that's right, man. He's built like a football player, and as athletic as some of these bigger guys are, it's still hard for them to get as low as possible. Sar getting the ball stripped. In that situation, you want to put the ball at your chin. That way, if anyone strips you, you're getting hit in the face, and that's an automatic foul. So,
all right, I'm learning something right now.
that's what you're taught, man. You put the ball at your chin. If anyone strips it, because what happens is the little short guys come and try to get at you when the ball is low. So
guys like me.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say that, but you understood the point.
You alluded pretty hard to it. Here's Salon. Back the other way, makes a move going right. Slow steps off the glass. That's tough.
Yeah, absolutely great drive by Salon against a tough defender in Mobo.
Sar running the floor, but trips over his own feet, out of bounds. Turnover, back to
Salon was
Swarm.
also fouled.
It was a good game from Olivier Sar last time out. 17 and 11. All 6 of his fouls used up. Double-double. This is Garrett. Ewoma gives it up to Salon. Loves to go right, kick out. Hall's got it, cues up a 3, long.
Again, great defense by the 905. Everybody staying home, nobody getting beat, nobody over-helping, and that's what you want.
Bobo, body and Reeves, spin dribble, just left it short.
I thought there could have been a foul there on his left hand, no call.
PJ Hall with the throwdown.
Very athletic big who can get up and down the floor.
6'8", 245, undrafted out of Clemson.
Another foul on that play as well.
We're going back and forth here, Warren.
And that's where the size of Greensboro really comes into effect. If the 905 want to play quickly, they're going to have to rebound the basketball because any opportunity they get, they just have the size. You can't teach that.
Absolutely. That was Tosan Ewoma, 6'8", 217. A couple of guys in that range starting for the Greensboro Swarm. 17 and 6 in the regular season are the Swarm. Half game up on the Magic. Meanwhile, the Raptors 905 are 16 and 8, 4th in the East. And I mentioned just a game and a half back of Greensboro. 905 will cue in the inbounds. Martin, three ball is short. Sar's on it. Tips it up, but it's PJ Hall. T1 Salon.
Another transition basket for Greensboro. So taking a page out of the 905's book, trying to get out and run after stops or turnovers.
Both these teams love to get out and run. Greensboro does a great job getting back in transition. I talked to Coach Drew about that before the game, and they have to be physical. They have to sprint back. As A.J. Lawson buries a 3.
That's very, very important for A.J. Lawson to get off the mark with his shooting. Continuing to be efficient from 3, taking good shots.
Lawson just 12 points last time out in the win. Looking to have a bounce back scoring-wise. There's Dagenhart. Gets tripped up in the lane.
Great move by Dagenhart in the open court. I have not seen that before. That was a clean crossover going left to right.
14-11 Swarm
now you
lead
see
here.
me, now you don't. Great move by great move by Dagenhart to get Salon to bite. And I believe that is Salon's second personal, first.
They got him down as 1, but I thought it was 2 as well. Salon trying to stop Sar, and does. Back the other way is Salon. This is Garrett. Drives right, kick out. Hall three.
And he can do that. He's a hard-nosed player, very athletic, but he can step out and shoot. He's had time with the Charlotte Hornets. PJ Hall is a baller.
Just 26% from three, but he's got good form. He'll knock it down with space. Joyner trying to make something happen. It's a high screen. Dagenhart driving right. Finish with the right.
Great recognition by Dagenhart. He saw Salon was coming out at him, sliding out like a soccer player, and decided to go right by him. His feet were out of position. Great job by Dagenhart.
Salon trying to go back the other way, and PJ Hall cleaning up.
And he'll do that all night long. If you do not box him out, he is very strong. He's gonna be a force for this team. 905 really has to do a better job locating PJ Hall.
Sarr, three ball, long. Tyreek Key runs almost back into the dressing room trying to haul in that loose ball as the Swarm go up 19-13. T1 Salon gets the ball in transition and throws it down. 6-point early lead for the Swarm.
Welcome back to Mississauga, where Raptors 905 have been away for the last 3 weeks, whether it be the All-Star break or on the road for the last two. If you look at their bench, it's looking a little different from when they last left. We're missing a couple of players, including Julian Reese and Patrick McCall, who are both away for personal reasons. Tyler Perry is on the injury report. David Roddy is with Team USA for basketball qualifiers. Then Chucky Hepburn, Quincy Guerrier, they are also on the injured list. Guerrier has been out for 1 month now, dealing with an injury to his ankle. I asked Coach before the game just for any kind of update. He's been such a big part of the roster the last couple of seasons. He says he's coming along well. He is back finally to some contact on the floor workout-wise, but hopefully we can have him back soon. But Randy, he's still listed as day-to-day with him.
Yes, the 905 could really use his big body here down low early in the first quarter, but Warren, that's the nature of the G League. This was the same type of game the Raptors had the last time they were home. You got to make it work with who you have.
I was just about to say that. You got to make it work with who you have. That is the league. There's players here one day, they're not here the next, and you have to be able to. I personally think this is some of the hardest basketball to play, because on a nightly basis, you're going to have to deal with adapting. You're going to have to adapt to your lineup. You're going to have to adapt to your play style. All of that changes. And the 905 this season have actually had a lot of consistency, but even still, they've had to deal with, you know, that roster inconsistency. It's just part of the game.
It's interesting you mentioned the play style, because of course you want to follow the same systems that you're used to, but a lot of guys that come down on assignment, they want to get some more touches.
And your system is built upon the players that you have. Right. AJ Hogarth fits into this system as he knocks down a three.
Right. McNeely gets fouled. Speaking of on assignment, this is Liam McNeely, and he's a scorer.
Yes, he is. He is indeed a scorer. Hogarth, one of those players that, you know, and that's another thing in this G League where you can start a player, you know, AJ Hogarth early in the season didn't really get a lot of playing time, and he's worked his way into that, where he's been now a trusted source for Coach Drew Jones off the bench, comes in and really changes the game with his ball handling, some of the best handles in the G League, his shooting ability, his playmaking ability. And you'll get opportunities because of that inconsistency within the roster, and he's taking advantage of his.
Well, just watching him pregame, the long arms, just uses that ball, like keeps it so close to his body. Yeah, absolutely. All right, the Greensboro Swarm up by 3 as we approach 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Ewoma gets Mobo to jump, and he'll go to the line.
That's a pro move by Ewoma. He didn't really have much more space to go as that baseline acts as an extra defender, but Mobo doing the Cardinal sit-in basketball. Nowhere to go, contested, and right there just gets up in the air. Ewoma goes into his body and draws the foul.
The pump fake, such a great move. Honestly,
it's one of the most
doesn't get talked about as much.
No, simple move, but one of the best.
Everyone's doing Euro, sidestep, step back. Yeah. I like a good old-fashioned pump fake.
I'm telling
That's
you,
just
man.
me. Turnover here for the 905 as they find themselves down by 5. Mobo, Martin, Degenhart, Key, and Hogard. Ewoma, Brown Jr., Sims, McNeely, and Adu for the Swarm. This is Brown Jr., McNeely, stroke it, kick out. Off the mark is Brown Jr. Hogard in transition. Thought there was some contact there, didn't get it. As the Swarm come back the other way. Sims has got space, flyby by Hogard, off the mark.
Good rebound by Mobo, who's pushing himself in transition.
Again, no call. 905, got to get back. Swarm like to run. Brown Jr. kick out with defense. Hogard comes down with it. Hogard gets it back, drives right, pulls it back out. Martin. It's just good on the ball defense, but Martin, the kick out, finds Key, and he buries it.
Key off the bench with a bailout. 905 got a little lucky on that possession. They really extended, made Greensboro work, got a good look.
Tyreek Key, 20 points in the starting role last game, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, shot it great too, 8 for 11 from the field.
He's been that spark off the bench or as a starter. Really talk about his growth in the pregame. He's really someone that stepped up his game.
Martin,
great pass.
Kick out pass.
That's good basketball. You live with that. Both teams missed no wide open looks, playing good ball.
Jalen Sims steps into a 3. Jones wants to challenge that immediately. He doesn't even need to look at the iPad.
And he's absolutely right. He kicked his leg out. It's a good challenge.
Okay, Swarm lead by 2. First quarter finale coming back right after this. Welcome back to the Paramount Fine Food Center. The Greensboro Swarm lead the Raptors 905, 21-19, as the referees are checking over if this was in fact a foul on a 3-ball. You think?
We're going the other way.
As we take a look at the Raptors 905, most points scored the last 4 games, flipping the script on the Swarm, who come in as the league's.
And 33 assists, all #1 in the G League in those categories. So they've been blistering hot offensively, but their defense, as we talked about, has been just a little bit lackluster. They haven't been able to find those consecutive stops, but those are the ebbs and flows of the league. You're going to have times where you're just really, really hot. I know they want to have this consistent brand of basketball, and we've been spoiled to seeing that this season. But to maintain that on both ends of the floor, that's hard to do, and we're seeing that. But they've been able to still have more wins than losses, and that's the most important thing. What's the outcome of all these stats? That's what matters, W's or L's.
Well, I asked Coach Drew Jones before the game, what are you? You know, you guys come in as the top defensive rating in the G League, and then it slips on that road trip a little bit, but then your offense upticks. And he says, as long as we don't keep allowing 130 points per night, we're going to be okay.
I agree.
It's always a good start.
Yeah. I mean,
it's crazy, the scoring, though, right?
Yeah, oh, it's not crazy. It's just part of, you know, this basketball. At times you get really hot. Defensively, they have had times we've seen this in the G League where they were allowing 99 points per game, #1 in the G League. But roster changes, that's what happens.
Lindsay, what do you have for us?
Just moments ago, I gave an update of who was in and out of the 905 rotation, including Julian Reese. I had to say personal reasons because it was not made official until recently. He has signed a 2-way deal with the Washington Wizards. They made it official on their social media account. So congratulations to how everyone refers to him on the team as Juju.
Good stuff, Lindsay. Well, that's a win for the program, right?
That's a win for the, yeah.
Julian Reese, he was, the last 2 games I did here, he was great.
I mean, he was getting better throughout the year. Just continues to improve his rebounding, his scoring ability. Sad to see him go, but that is the nature of the league.
21-19, 2.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter as Salon gets away with a walk.
Big time travel.
Can't slide your feet whether you mean to or not like that.
No, he was doing a cha-cha slide to Mexico.
Cha-cha slide.
Absolutely.
You know that?
The cha-cha slide? Yeah. Of course I know the cha-cha slide. I'm a dancer, right?
Maybe you can teach me after the game.
Sure. I do the tango, the cha-cha slide, whatever you need, man. The Dougie.
The Dougie. Let's just start with the cha-cha. Elijah Martin gets a high screen from Sarr, who's rolling. Kick out to the corner. Joyner. A little bit of space.
Great finish by Joyner. Right over top the shot blocker.
905, though, can't stop the Swarm back in transit. Book it.
Back-to-back buckets for Jarkel Joyner. He is locked in. We got a 2-point ball game.
6 points, 4 assists. Jarkel Joyner. Playing some good defense, too. Salon going right. He's gone right pretty much on every possession, and he gets it to go hoop and the harm. Giving the Swarm a 4-point lead.
Here, Coach Drew Jones talking about, you know exactly what he's doing. Every time we have seen Salon drive, which way is he going?
He's going right.
And even when he comes back left over his right shoulder, he's using his right hand. So you have to sit on top of that right hand and force him to use his left.
6'10", 7'2" wingspan for Tijuan Salon, averaging 17 points, over 8 rebounds on 49% shooting. He's 78 from the line as he buries that one. 28-23, just under 90 seconds to go here, first quarter action. 905 back after 3 weeks on the road. They went 3-3 on the road trip. Sarr queuing up a 3, off the mark. McNeely going left, now right. Finishing with the left, off the mark.
Didn't finish that. But great move by McNeely. I thought that was a sure bucket. Great hesitation. He got Elijah Martin right there with that dribble and finished with the left, but rolled right out.
Swarm will inbound. Trying to go to Alec. Tracks it down, but he gives it right back to the Raptors 905. Lawson on the run. Kicks the bump and finishes off the glass.
Great finish. Got a good head of steam. Lamborghini Lawson picks up speed. Getting right to the rim. Great finish.
Terrell Brown Jr., 6'3", 180, out of Washington. Gets a high screen from Alec, doesn't use it. Puts it up himself and scores.
Very smart point guard. He's put on a clinic here the last time we saw him. I don't remember him, but phenomenal point guard. Very smart.
He was working on that before the game. Getting into the lane, stopping, let the defense shift a little bit, and then pulling up from 12. Lawson cues up a three, long. Brown Jr. over the timeline, 30-25, final 6 seconds of the first. Three ball, off the mark, 905. Get the stop on that possession, but too many points for the Greensboro Swarm as they shoot 48% on way to 30 points in the first quarter. We got to step aside for the first quarter break, but when we come back, we'll have second quarter action from the 905. Welcome back to the Paramount Fine Food Center. 5-point deficit for the 905 against the Greensboro Swarm as we take a look at PJ Hall, who was fantastic in that first quarter.
Yeah, he's been a workhorse. Even at Clemson, I did a game with him when he was here. They played one game up here, and that's the first time I saw him play. Same style of play. He can shoot the basketball. He's a workhorse, high motor, great offensive rebounder, and he'll dunk on you too.
Acquired by the Swarm in November of 2025 from Mexico City for Isaiah Moore and a 2026 international draft pick. The Hornets are definitely happy to have him as the Raptors 905 will go to the line.
One of the best things I love about this 905 team, they remind me of the drills you do when you're in high school. They'll get a rebound or a turnover, the ball won't touch the floor.
Right.
You know, you just headman the basketball and everyone's running full speed. They're one of the best conditioned teams, and they really play fundamental. That ball didn't touch the floor. It went from Key, I think it touched the floor once, maybe off the rebound. Went from Key to Lawson, right to Joyner, and we're at the rim in 3 seconds.
Those were my favorite drills.
Honestly, they were not my favorite, but it's nice to watch. It's very nice. If you're at home watching, that's the way you do it in transition. Do I want to run like that anymore? No, Randy, I don't. But it's good to watch.
You want to do a 10K with me?
No, sir.
All right.
Sir. You're on your own.
Swarm by 3 as they work on offense here, early second quarter action.
Can't teach size. Sims taking advantage of Jarkel Joyner just getting in position and shooting over top him. 905 did their job in the first quarter. His team averages 31 a game. They held them to 30, so 1 point below their average. That's what all you want to do. You've done your job. Keep them below their average.
Dagenhart gets fouled. He'll go to the line.
I think this will be an area for the 905 to exploit that open paint, that high screen and roll. You force both Solon and the other big to help. And that's where the foul came from. That middle of the floor is open when they use that middle ball screen. Dagenhart was wide open. Someone had to come over and foul him. So we'll see if the 905 go back to that. Try and expose that.
Dagenhart's a key for me, because when this guy plays well, they play well as a team.
I agree.
0 points on February 24th in 13 minutes. Didn't get the win. Had 14 and a bounce back 2 days later, and they won. That was Reeves inside. He'll get fouled.
Lawson just got beat with a small crossover and then tried to strip. I think he got all ball, but referee had other ideas.
Antonio Reeves on a two-way for the Swarm, averaging 17 points, 4 rebounds. Shoots about 78% from the free throw line. Can't get that one to go. There's Joyner. Bring it over the timeline. Gets a high screen. Dagenhart, who was wide open for a second underneath the net, didn't get it.
Same action, middle ball screen.
Joyner mixing and matching.
Great move by Jarkel Joyner. Another player who's grown leaps and bounds, and Chucky Hepburn got injured. He had to step up. Great move.
It's 10 points now for Joyner. Garrett can't get the tough right hand layup to go as the Swarm are battling. McNeely wide open for 3.
Yeah, he's
not gonna miss that.
We knew right when he caught the ball that was going in.
Lawson over the timeline. It's a Dagenhart screen. Kick out. Joyner finds Mobo. He can't pick it up as McNeely will come up with it. Good work from Lawson, almost causing a turnover, but it's Mayoma can't get it to go. Jarkel Joyner, 10 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds.
Jarkel Joyner says, "Can I have this dance?" And he's like, "I don't want this to end." Look at this patience. Gets 2 players up in the air and step through. Great move.
4-point lead for the Swarm as Iwoma steps to the line. 76% from the free throw line. Averaging 18 points, 6 boards, 4 assists. Good all-around player. Also on a two-way for them.
905 have yet to get consecutive stops and forced turnovers. Greensboro only with 1 turnover in the game thus far. 905 have 4.
Mobo's got to finish that. Dagenhart doing his best to defend. But the Swarm capitalized. 8-point lead now for Greensboro. Joyner getting a high screen from Mobo. Inside, puts it up. Comes all the way out to Dagenhart. His three can't hit. Reeves. Brown Jr.'s got it now. He'll go to work going left. His jumper can't go. P.J. Hall on the inside. P.J. Hall, 6 rebounds here. We've got 8 minutes to go, 9 minutes to go here in the second quarter. The guy's got 6 boards.
905 just having some miscommunications and some mishaps there defensively and offensively. Settling for a bit too many jump shots, not attacking the rim as they did in the first few minutes, and then just having lapses. Whether it's Mobo, Dagenhart, they got to continue to play and stick to their principles. That's what's made them successful.
So many times down there you get left just looking at the rim.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out where that ball's going to bounce, and then you can't come up with a rebound. You got to put a body on someone.
I was just about to say that's the most important thing first. Put a body on someone.
Free throw up and good for P.J. Hall. 10-point Swarm lead.
Greensboro is first in the G League at field goal attempts and makes, so they get to the line frequently.
Tyree Key slips inside for 2. Got to get him going.
Got to get to the basket. Don't settle. Take open threes.
Kick out. Walmart gives it up to Brown Jr. Finds Reeves. Back to Reeves, 3 ball. Way off the mark.
That's a great defensive possession. Everybody staying home defensively and not getting beat to the rim. Yes, they jumped on the pump fakes, but the help was there. Forced them into a contested shot. Brown missing, 905 with a chance to cut into this lead. Continue to be aggressive.
Hogard to Sar, back to Hogard. Surveys. Throwing it upstairs. Sar can't get it to go. Grabs his own rebound. He's got Hogard in the corner. He uses the 3 ball to his advantage.
A.J. Hogard knocking it down after the Sar miss. It's a great play. Again, middle pick and roll.
And then Sar committing the foul there on Brown Jr. This Swarm team just keeps going back and forth.
Middle of the floor became open. A.J. Hogard gave Brown Jr. the middle of the court. You got to be able to have the same level of discipline on both ends of the floor. You hear Coach Drew Jones saying you got to be able to get back. He's absolutely right. Get back in transition. One thing we haven't seen thus far, and I'm waiting for it, consecutive stops by the 905. Get 2, 3, 4 stops as in a row, which we've seen. You limit Greensboro's consistency and their rhythm offensively. You give yourself a better chance to get back in the game.
Well, you can't give up a transition point after a make. That'll drive a coach nuts. Hogard gets inside. Kick out doesn't work.
I thought Hogard had a layup there on that attempt, being a little too unselfish on that possession.
Garrett gives it up to Brown Jr. Goes right. Trying to finish. Gets the call again. Marcus Garrett. 6'6", 196. Using every part of that body. That's a foul. You don't like it?
No, I don't like it. No, man, I don't. I think that's very soft. I thought A.J. Hogard had both hands up. Brown Jr., yes, went into his body. That contact was created by the offensive player.
But you got to have that hand straight up. It can't be tilted whatsoever.
And that's probably what the referee called. Right. The best thing to do is to beat him to the spot. That way you don't get beat at all.
Absolutely.
That's what Hogard has to do.
Sar finds Dagenhart. Looks inside for 2.
Great finish. He talks about it. When he plays well, this team has much higher chances of winning, much higher success. Great finisher around the rim and strong to the post.
Dagenhart averages 7 points per game. He's got 6 already here as we got 6:48 to go. Second quarter action, 45-38. Greensboro leads. Timeout on the floor. The Greensboro Swarm, 2 for 11 for 3. This was one of them. Liam McNeely buries it. They're up by 7. Welcome back to the Paramount Fine Food Center. The Greensboro Swarm, one of the best teams in the G League on the road. They're #1 in the East at 17-6, and that road record is a big reason why. 10-4. They're also 10-4 in the tip-off tourney, Warren. So this has been a team that's been solid all season long.
Yes, they have. And you look at some of their offensive and defensive numbers, and that supports the story. They're very good getting to the free throw line. They shoot the ball well. They rebound the basketball well. But one area of concern is the assist total. But when you have guys who can get buckets on their own, you may not need to rely on that as much.
Foul called on the floor. Elijah Martin will step to the line, trying to cut into this 9-point advantage for the Swarm here. Martin shooting 74% from the free throw line. Up and good. One worth 2. 7-point lead for the Swarm. Brown Jr. inside the Hall, kick out. McNeely.
Maybe not the best idea to play against a team with deadly shooters, especially like McNeely. Stepped out of bounds.
He led the G League, or excuse me, he led their Summer League team in scoring with 18 points per game, along with 8.5 rebounds and 4 assists. Shooting 43% from distance. Ten-point lead coming up to the halfway mark of the second quarter here from Mississauga. Raptors 905 back home after a 3-week road trip where they went 3-3. Brown Jr.'s 3 is off the mark. Sarr corrals it. Dagenhart finds Hogard. Nice little move. The left hand up and good. A.J. Hogard.
He is a magician when it comes to finishing around the basket. That is a tough finish over a very athletic PJ Hall.
8 points on 3 of 4 shooting for Hogard. Got to stop them in the semi-transition.
That's a ball screen, and what did PJ Hall do? He pushed AJ Lawson out of the picture, and no one came to help as Sarr stuck one-on-one.
Martin probing, gets inside. That's contact. Doesn't get the call, but gets the finish.
Now 905 got to get some stops. They can't keep trading baskets with this team. Greensboro's too good offensively.
PJ Hall dials up a 3. He can't get it to go. Loss in the rebound. Makes a move inside, kick out. That's Sarr wide open. His 3 can't go. 905 now 4 for 12 from the land beyond. Roma, a plethora of moves. Finally, the kick out. That's Brown Jr. who hits.
Another, I don't know if they should have double teamed in that position. I thought Dagenhart had him covered. Can't give Brown that much space.
Martin inside, nice move.
Elijah Martin now having his way offensively, but it won't matter if they can't get stops.
Well, they're shooting 53% from the field, Warren. You've got to make some stops if you're shooting that well.
That's right.
Brown Jr. uses the screen. Oh, Reeves shot, no good. Follows it up.
Another offensive rebound for the Swarm.
Martin, all kinds of work down low. Wanted a call again, didn't get it. Saying he got hit in the face on that one. Pleading with Coach Drew Jones to challenge.
That ball is definitely off of Martin's hand.
They are going to challenge it. 57-46. We'll find out the result of that challenge on the other side.
Welcome back. Raptors 9:05 trailing the Swarm by 9 points as we get close to the halftime mark, and they have the lowest defensive rating in the last 6 games. If you look, the Skyhawks just above them. Coach Drew Jones before the game, when talking about their defensive identity, which has been so strong this season, says they still have to slip. They need to get back to holding teams to under 130 points, he said with a smirk. We know this isn't our identity and not to our standard, but we've been doing some great things defensively. We just need to guard better. And in College Park, the difference, he said, of that game was rebounds off the glass and second chance points. We need to tighten it up and get closer to our identity. Randy?
Thanks, Lindsay. Yes, they definitely have to tighten it up. The Swarm coming in, hottest team in the league. They've won 6 straight games, 7-1 in the month of February. Pushed the lead to 13 on that possession. McNeely, Sims, Brown Jr., Hall, and Salon for the Swarm. Meanwhile, Lawson, Mobo, Joyner, Key, and Stone Carwell in for the 905. Getting our first look at Caleb Stone Carwell, 6'7", 220, undrafted at a Loyola Marymount. 25 years old. Garrett. It's a high screen. Salon goes all the way to the cup for 2.
Right to the rim. Wide open lane off of that high ball screen. 905 are worried about the roller, and they forgot about the ball handler.
Key. Jumper's no good. Salon on the run. One man to beat, pulls it back. McNeely now. McNeely open again. Thought about it. Gets it inside to PJ Hall. He's got a mismatch, but Mobo comes over and says, no.
PJ Hall had them high elbows. Good job by Key standing his ground, but the 905 are small, and they're going to have to play bigger.
Jalen Sims finishes inside. 63-46. Jump shot up and good. Jarkel Joyner.
Great job by Jarkel Joyner, up to 12 points for him. 1 point away from a game high, but not enough as 905 are struggling defensively while shooting 50% from the field. Does not matter. This Greensboro Swarm team is just efficient offensively.
Garrett inside, slicing in for two.
Too easy.
On the run was Tyreek Key, but he can't hold on to it as the 905 will make some changes. Elijah Martin checking in. Olivier Sarr as well.
Last 3 possessions for the Swarm, it's in the paint. They average 62 points a game. That's second in the G League at points in the paint. They're already sitting at 38 in comparison to the Raptors 905 at 24. So you guard the paint, they hurt you from the outside. You take that away, they'll go inside.
PJ Hall, nice move. Wanted a call, didn't get it, but that is a pretty finish.
Great move by PJ Hall, and now we're almost at 20.
Elijah Martin snaking inside for two. Coach Drew Jones finally got the technical.
I think that's been coming for a little while. But as much as it is justified that they're missing some calls, that's not the reason why they're down right now. The 905 have not been able to get consecutive stops, and that's what's hurting them.
Salon's technical free throw way short. You just hope as a coach that this was not in vain. You can somehow motivate your guys, play a little bit tougher, a little bit more fierce, a little bit more of an edge here as we try to close out the final minute 23 of the second quarter.
Greensboro, only 1 turnover in this game. 905, last 5 games, 25 points off of turnovers a night. So if you don't turn the ball over, it really hurts.
Jalen Sims in transition. That's off a missed free throw. 69-48. Joyner working up top. Martin dials up a 3. He's off the mark.
Here they go in transition again.
Corner 3 for Salon, open. Raptors 905 got away with one there as Mobo finds Martin. Wheels inside, kicks it out to Starr. Finds Key. Gets him to jump. There's your foul called.
Great move by Key. Good change of pace, powerful push off to get to his spot, to get to that pull-up. The 905 just have not been able to take away the things that Greensboro does well. Great move by Key, drawing that foul. Now that's a lot has to come out of the game with 40 seconds left, but you can see the difference here. Greensboro 30 in the first, 39 points now, and counting in the second. They score more points in the fast break than 905. They turn teams over just as much as 905 do. They dominate the paint and only give up 50 a game in that area themselves. So they can guard the ball just like the 905.
Hey, Womar checked in for Salon as McNeely can't hit on a 3. 905 on the run. Martin. Kick out. It's poked out of bounds by the Swarm. 905 will retain possession. Final 20 seconds here, second quarter. Shooting percentage is very similar here, Warren. 50% from the Swarm. Close to 49 here for the 905, but it's a 19-point lead for Greensboro. Martin finds Joyner, pump fake. Step around shot doesn't go.
Intercepted.
Joyner to Key. 3 ball at the buzzer. doesn't go as the Raptors 905 struggle in the second quarter. 69-50, 19-point lead for the #1 team in the league, the Greensboro Swarm. 905, we'll talk it over and we'll have more at halftime right after this.
Welcome back. Raptors 905 down 19 to the Swarm at the half. And as we celebrate Black Heritage Month, our own Warm Ward recently had a chance to sit down with the Raptors 905 VP of Basketball and Franchise Operations, Courtney Charles. They discussed his work with local youth and who he drew inspiration from in his formative years.
Do you see the glass half full? Hand up. Half empty is looking at it as it halfway is gone. Half full is looking at it as you're halfway there. Make sure you are understanding your true talent and also understanding your passion, because they can be different.
One of the things that I know that's important to you is Black youth and the work you do in the community. When it comes to influence and passing on information to the next generation, how do you do that, and why is it such an important thing for you to do?
I think the passion for the youth that I have is endless, because I was a youth at one point and I'll never forget that. It's my job to stay hungry, to remember that there were people before me, there'll be people after me. And my job is to take as much as I can in this experience, to see it, to learn it, to develop it, and to build it so that I can pass it on to someone else that was wondering, curious, and looking for a challenge, that they can also do what they've seen me do and more. And I think when it comes to different ethnic groups, I'm looking to make sure that everyone realizes they have a part in basketball.
We know how important mentorship is to you in all facets. Could be a text, it could be you showing up at an appearance. Was there someone in your life that was instrumental in allowing you to be that way now?
There was really only one person that really made me dream as big as I dream, and that person I actually had no relationship with, but for me it was Michael Jordan. It was being able to see him take the challenge of bringing the game forward and going through the obstacles in front of him, which was a lot of losing, which was injuries, which was growing a brand that was not, you know, the brand it is after him. So for me, he was kind of the symbol of a male, happened to be black, playing the sport that I love, that started showing me there was a business aspect to it. There was a competitive aspect to it. There was a endless wanting to be a champion aspect to it. There's a passion that I will leave the sport I'm great at to go do something that I have curiosity in when he went for baseball. So for me, I came across him at a time that I was wondering, what is my purpose? What is my, and at that point I used track as those things to try to propel me. And then as soon as I was confident enough, I made the transition from track to basketball to now do it in the position that I'm in.
The Raptor Chicken Nacho Poutine with chicken tortilla strips and nacho cheese sauce. Legendary. Get your claws on it.
Welcome back to the Paramount Fine Food Center. Randy Urban alongside Warren Ward, where the Raptors 905 find themselves down by 19, 69-50 at the half. Warren, big reason why, PJ Hall, he's been terrific all first quarter and second quarter.
15, 7, and 4 assists. 4 of those rebounds were offensive as well. PJ Hall has had his fingerprints all over this basketball game. He can run in transition and throw down monster dunks. Very athletic big. He can also step outside and shoot. Now, don't mind the percentages. They're not the greatest percentages, but he can knock it down. But that's where he's best at. Positional rebounding, and even these plays. Heady play. He takes Lawson right out of the play with his strength and ability to roll to the rim. And he even give you a little Hakeem the Dream shake on there. Great positional play offensively. He knows how to move with or without the basketball, and he's a big reason why this Greensboro Swarm has had this lead.
Well, a big reason why the 905 aren't down more, Warren, is because of the play of Jarkel Joyner.
Yeah.
He's been good for the 905.
Yes, he has. Jarkel Joyner, whether he's a starter or someone coming off the bench, his play has been very, very consistent. And it's not just the numbers, it's the way in which he does it. He started this game off attacking the rim, and the rest of the team followed suit. He has to find more ways to get to the basket and inspire his teammates. Great move right there between two defenders, but he can probe, he's patient, he can get other guys involved, and he's been, as you said, a big reason why they're not down even more right now.
Well, they're going to have to get back in transition as well. You can't score on the other end or get a free throw on the other end and give up points.
And they have to turn Greensboro over. A massive part of what they want to do defensively is turn you over. They can't do that. They're going to have to score in the half court. 905 got to buckle down, turn up defensively, turn up offensively.
We'll be back right after this. $69-50 the score at the half. Greensboro Swarm, the #1 team in the East, going against the Raptors 905, your #4 team in the East. 50% from the field are the Swarm, 46% from the field are the 905. Both teams not shooting it great from three. Swarm doing a better job from the free throw line, but the points in the paint, the big story there, 42-24 as we send it over to Lindsey Dunn, who's with Brandon Lethbridge.
Thanks so much, Randy. Coach, when it comes to this team, I want to start off with a positive. Julian Reese, it was announced, signing a two-way deal with the Wizards. As a coach, seeing his development, how you've helped him grow, what's it like to see him get this opportunity?
I mean, he really deserved that. He worked for it. He's been one of our most consistent guys over the past month. And I think for him to be able to go home and play in front of his city, his friends, it's a great thing to see. I'm so happy for him.
When it comes to this team, you guys are taking on a team that has been red hot, one of the best records in the league. I know you have a great record, but what does your team need to do to get back in this one?
Discipline is what wins this game. If we stay disciplined, we'll be able to crawl back in this game, and it'll get down to the wire. But when we're undisciplined, they've been capitalizing. We got to get back to doing what we need to do.
Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
Randy?
Thanks, Lindsay. Fast break points, a big story here for the Greensboro Swarm. Just getting out in transition. Outscoring the Raptors 905, 12-0 in fast break points. That needs to be corrected.
And that's a strength of the 905. I mean, they average about 14 points a game in the G League, and Greensboro just a point more than they do. And we've seen that completely taken away as Greensboro has not turned the ball over. And if you take care of the basketball, you give yourself more chances and more attempts at the rim. They have 52 attempts at the rim to the 905's 39.
It's a big discrepancy there. Swarm can't get it to go. Reeves in the corner. Salon from way outside off the mark. There's your one stop. Let's see if they can get another after a bucket here. Joyner, who was great in that first half with 12, 5 of 8 from the field. Martin trying to go inside to Mobo. It's tipped away by Salon. Shot is blocked. Mobo back the other way. Martin uses a nice screen from Olivier Sarr, but just loses it out of bounds.
A little bit lackadaisical with the basketball. Cost them. They turned that over. That is the 905's 8th turnover of the game now to Greensboro's 2.
Two of the best teams in the G League if you consider the tip-off tournament and the regular season. Raptors 905, 30-8. Meanwhile, Greensboro 27-10. As Martin,
much needed 905 getting a stop.
Martin's got 9. Excuse me, sorry, Warren. Hall. Blue ball off the mark. That's 2 stops in a row.
And 905 doing it with the same way, making them shoot jump shots, contested jump shots. That's how you get a stop.
Joyner using the screen. His shot's long. Swarm in transition. Iwoma. When he gets ahead of steam, he's tough to stop. That's a big body.
Yeah.
Tosan Iwoma, 6'8", 217.
Jarkel Joyner sliding his feet, trying to come over, establish position. If he was there a little earlier, it'd probably be an offensive foul. But he's able to do that. And as you can see, Randy, that if you miss or you turn the basketball over, Greensboro wants to run just as much as a 905 do. So 2 teams with similar styles clashing, and right now Greensboro has the upper hand.
Free throw up and good for Iwoma. You mentioned averaging 18 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Good all-around game from him. He's on a 2-way with the Hornets. Martin, top of the circle. Goes tween, inside to Sarr, who throws it down.
Great play made by Martin to get Sarr, probably his easiest 2 of the night.
Iwoma, kick out, Garrett. 3 ball is long, there's Mobo inside battling.
Good box out by Mobo, just going vertical with Salon.
We know one thing, Warren, about this Raptors 905 team. They're not going to quit down 19 at the half. This is a team that plays with pride. This is a team that plays hard defense. Martin, 3 ball just wide. Ooh! And they'll get the ball back.
No quit whatsoever. You know that's what Coach Drew Jones was harping on at halftime. And we've seen the 905 come back before. It's also a testament to their team identity and character.
Three ball is just long from Lawson. Hall will push it. Trying to go right. Kick out comes to Salon. This three is good.
Mobo unable to, I think he tweaked his ankle on that one, and able to close out on Salon.
It's an offensive foul going against the Raptors 905.
Offensive foul charged for Raptors number 11, Olivier Sarr. That's his second personal foul.
It's going to be Olivier Sarr's second. Struggling a little bit today, hoping to get going here in the second half. Just 1 of 6 from the field, 2 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists.
I thought they were just talking in French.
Sorry,
Salon.
Roma wanted it. Coach Drew Jones wanted to travel there.
It's a double dribble.
Garrett stopped at the rim. Jonathan Mobo, not much from scoring from him, but doing the other things, the little things.
And the little things are what matter. Great block coming over to help Martin.
4 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. They're going to talk it over. Greensboro up by 19, 74-55. We'll have more third quarter action right after this. Welcome back, 74-55, Greensboro Swarm lead the Raptors 905 as we take a look at the best offensive rating this season. There is the Greensboro Swarm, 120.6. You don't go to the top of the Eastern Conference without being able to score the basketball, and they've got a number of guys that can do it, Warren.
Yes, they do, and we've seen a bunch of them on display here today, Randy. Even Brown, Tyrell Brown off the bench can get it done for you. Tijan Salon, Tosa Nwoma, PJ Hall, Marcus Garrett, of course, even Antonio Reeves, and of course Liam McNeely. So they have a plethora of scorers.
Keontae Johnson, not even in the lineup. He's averaging 19.8.
Yeah, I forgot about Keontae Johnson, yes.
Eight or 9 guys averaging double figures in scoring for the Swarm. They've won 6 straight games here in the month of February, 7-1 total in the month. As we wind down the final game for both teams here in February, I think everybody's looking forward to March. Springtime on the horizon.
You're feeling the warm weather.
Oh my goodness. Martin gets a high screen from Mobo, throws it inside to him. Kick out, Lawson. Dribble drive, falls. Doesn't get a call, ball just goes out of bounds. It's gonna be Greensboro ball. Coach Drew Jones looking for an explanation.
I think they all were. 905 gave up a basket with 2 seconds on the clock. off of miscommunication. That's been, I think, the story of this game, just the mishaps. But you look at Greensboro, Randy, they have a lot of players who can create their own shot. And when you have that, that's how you have 8 or 9 guys in double figures.
Garrett inside. Foul called on the floor. Now we've got a technical against Elijah Martin. Referees did not like his reaction to the foul on the floor, as Tyreek P will check in, as will A.J. Hogard.
Marcus Garrett getting to the basket, and there's another foul, and there's...
I mean, Olivier Sarr was kind of clearing out down there. I think that's where the call was.
Martin hit himself with the basketball, and they gave him a technical foul. You just can't have any reaction. That's not... There's nothing that happened that's... Yeah, I don't know.
That's a tough technical.
That's a very tough technical. I think he's just frustrated in the way they're playing. Things not going their way. They can't get calls on the other end of the floor. You give them a tech. I don't know.
9:05 will try to regroup here in the third quarter. Under 8 to play as Garrett on the left side. Good defensive stops there by Olivier Sarr. Raptors 9:05 will get it back. Hogard needs somebody to inbound to. Gets it to Sarr, back to Hogard. Over the timeline. Stop, score would be nice here for the Raptors 9:05. Key driving left. Creates a little space, can't get it to go. That one appears to go off the Raptors 9:05, but they will get it back.
Look at this once. Look at this once. Hey, watch the rip, get it double.
Hogard to key it in. Give it in to Sarr. Finds Hogard at the top. Surveying, probing inside. Off the glass and in.
Great move over the taller defender. Similar to Jarkel Joyner in the first half. Good patience shown there by Hogard.
9:05 trying to get something going on the defensive end, and Mobo comes up with a steal.
That's going to help. A turnover drawn by the 9:05.
Three ball up and good. A.J. Lawson cut the lead to 16. Here come the 9:05.
That's an offensive foul. That is an offensive foul. Wow.
Coach Drew Jones furious not getting the call on that play. Leads to a second chance opportunity, and the Swarm capitalize. That's a backbreaker.
Big time. That was a third chance opportunity. P.J. Hall missed the putback dunk. 9:05 just unlucky in that one.
Hogard trying to respond. Almost loses it. They will retain possession. They got to come up with a little bit more energy, especially on that defensive side. Just feels like they're, that was a long trip. To be away 3 weeks, it's hard to get back. We talked to Coach Jones pregame, and he said everybody's tired. Everybody's a little banged up. This is the G League. The travel is not the same as the big club. We're not flying first class.
No, not at all.
Come on, TJ.
You're
in the NBA, they
no.
pay people on potential in the NBA. Everything is earned in the G League.
That's right.
And that's the beauty of this league. Guys going at it, going hard every possession. McNeely with Sarr on him. Inside, P.J. Hall. Just got in too deep there.
Just too big. Can't T-Shat, 6'8". He'll finish over top, and he's much stronger than Tyreek Key. So this is not a good matchup for the 9:05 with the lineups.
Hogard draws a foul.
You just don't have the size to contend. If you're going to switch, you switch with Hall, Salon. They're going to have a mismatch somewhere on the floor. Even McNeely is not a small guy at all.
So that's just a short break for Elijah Martin. He's going to check back in for A.J. Lawson. So Raptors 905. A little bit small with Hogard, Key, and Martin, but this is a scoring team, and that's what they need right now, down 21. Hogard, the three.
Bucket.
13 points for A.J. Hogard, a perfect 3 of 3 from downtown. A Salon stopped at the rim by Sarr in transition. Hogard the other way, giving it up. Elijah Martin finishing.
They get a stop defensively, and they get out and run. Now they're gonna be able to defend. Now they're gonna play a little bit of zone.
Swarm by 16.
They gotta keep track of McNeely in the zone. You have to keep track of him. He almost got that shot off.
And Woma hit in the face. Whistle. First time the Raptors 905 have gone to the zone, I believe, in this game. And there it is. It's Dagenhart reached in. Sarr thought it was him, but it definitely wasn't. Dagenhart picks up the foul. That's his third.
And Woma has to come out.
He'll get looked at as the Swarm will inbound. Jalen Sims into the game. As is Jonas Adu. This is McNeely now. It's a tough shot. Good defense from the 905. They're in transition, 2-on-1. Hobart keeps. Good decision. 14-point lead, 81-67. Forcing a timeout for the Greensboro Swarm.
What have they done? Last 3 stops in a row, and they've converted offensively. 17-12 in the quarter. They have to get more stops, Randy, if they're going to get back in the game.
For third quarter action right after this.
Raptors 905 trailing the Swarm here at the Paramount Fine Food Center. Before the 3 weeks that the team was away from the home arena, Coach Drew Jones was part of the all-star coaching staff for Team World. I asked him about that experience, what he learned and what he wanted to bring back. You can see him right there with Coach Darko and the staff from the Raptors. He says really what he learned is regardless of what level of basketball that anybody is at, they're all human beings. He said it was nice to speak to players like Luka Doncic and that they engage in conversation just like normal people, but it really is their attention to detail and competitiveness that sets them apart. Randy?
Thank you. Throwing it down from the Raptors, 81-69. It's a 12-point lead for the Swarm.
And we talked about that energy you were looking for. There it is.
Adu battling inside.
Well, you can't teach that. That's height. 905 got a little bit of momentum now.
Hogard back up to Sarr. He gets fouled. We got to take another look at this. Almost lost my mind, Warren.
And your voice.
Hogard.
Who else? Great pass.
The long arms of the law, Olivier Sarr. 4 points, none bigger than that. 83-69, 9:05, much better third quarter. Outscoring the Swarm 19-14 here. Got to keep getting stops, 3.5 to go. Dagenhart, that was halfway down. Gets his own rebound, Hogard fakes a swing pass, now gets it there. Tyler McKee, he can't hit. And Olivier Sarr, ooh, they're gonna go offensive. Mobo standing right in front of us, wondering where that foul was. Olivier Sarr also has questions. Warren Ward, he's got questions.
They have not had the benefit of the whistle today. I thought Olivier Sarr was doing what everyone else under there is doing. They're all pushing and shoving, trying to grab, but that is not an offensive foul whatsoever. That is so weak. That is so weak.
You can't push a 250-pound man down that easily as Jalen Sims.
And that's what happens, right? You know, you get a call like that, and then someone knocks down a three, and now you got to work even harder to get back in the game.
There have been 2 or 3 possessions where it felt like it needed to go to the Raptors down front way, and it didn't. It led to a 3-ball, and those are backbreakers as Hogard gets inside. 2 more, 86-71. Still lots of time in this ball game. Brown Jr. to McNeely. Martin all over him. Forces him right. Wow. They are definitely not swallowing that whistle. This is just non-stop. Every time it feels like Greensboro puts it on the deck, they get a whistle.
That has definitely been the feeling, you could say. But that's still not an excuse. And 9:05 have to be able to play through the whistle, play through the adversity, and still find a way to deliver.
Let's try to get it to 12, 13 points here. Heading into the 4th. That is not insurmountable as McNeely steps to the line and hits. 88-71. 2:30 to go, third quarter. Hogard, Dagenhart, Martin, Mobo, and Lawson. This is Martin trying to kick it out, can't. Shot clock down to 6. Martin leaves it inside for Mobo. Gotta finish that. Wanted it.
Those are the ones where Mobo has to use his God-given athleticism and dunk that basketball.
There. Absolutely.
You got to go up and finish that as an and one, or make sure at least the ball's going in the rim to cut into this lead and get it down to at least 10 going into the 4th quarter. That is black basketball.
Missed. 9:05 will retain possession here, down 17 with 2 minutes and change to go in the 3rd. Hogard leading the way with 17. He cues it in for Lawson. Foul, no call.
No call. Great job by Lawson.
Coach Drew Jones wanted that call. He's trying, pleading with the refs. Brown Jr. Sims wide open all alone.
Can't trade baskets with this team. 9:05 miscommunication on that ball screen. That's an easy switch. It's guard to guard.
Hogard almost loses it. Maintains it. Left hand up and good.
Great job by Hogard using his body on Brown Jr. Being physical.
91-76. 90 seconds to go. 3rd quarter. Brown Jr. inside. Another foul. This time on A.J. Hogard. Picking up his 2nd. Hogard going nose to nose with Brown Jr. as the refs come in to break it up. Not sure what was being discussed here.
Nothing, because no one's going to do anything. So it's just a bunch of talk. Referees overreacting. Hogard and Brown Jr. just having friendly conversation.
That was just 2 guys eye to eye.
Well, Hogard scored on the last possession. He was talking, and Brown had some more pleasantries to say.
Rebound for the Swarm.
Travel.
Oh, that's a travel, no call. Spin dribble. Got that call. We got that call, Warren. 93-76 here. Looks like he shuffles his feet.
1, 2, 3, like, that is a travel.
You know when someone drives that slowly after their initial move?
He caught the basketball and took 2 steps and then took another step. And again, this is like not a 3, but this is a 3-point play now, right, as a result of the 905 just not getting a break.
Joyner skying in for the rebound. PJ Hall, he'll get called for the fouls. He wraps up Joyner. That's where the foul is. You can't reach around from the back there. We're gonna get our first look here. Our second look, excuse me, of Josiah Alec, 6'8", 240, undrafted out of Nebraska. Hogard finds Lawson. He'll cue up another 3, this time short. Coming up to a minute to go in the third. McNeely thought about it. Gets it back. Drives right. Jarkel Joyner gets a hand in. And again, another whistle. His second personal. As McNeely will go to the line once again.
905 have been just extremely unlucky today with the whistle. Much like everything else we've discussed as being part of the game, so is this. It's just a part of the game.
You got to fight through it.
That's it. That's what you got to do. And if you're unlucky today in terms of not getting the result you want, the next game you have, you got to be able to say to yourself, look at the things that you didn't do well in the game and try to correct those, because it's a toss-up. You may get the benefit of the whistle and you may not.
Well, it's tough because you got to be more physical on defense, and then in turn that could lead to more fouls. You got to just use your feet. You stop reaching, use your feet, force the refs to let them play. Hogard inside. Just comes off. But it's to the benefit of the 905 as Dagenhart steps into one. He's got 9.
Much needed 3 as well.
Lead. Yeah, 16-point lead here. Final 30 seconds of the third. Kick out all the way to Sims. Rush screen from McNeely. That's Salon. He's off the mark. Alec runs into Coach Drew Jones. 3 ball. Doesn't go. Alec all over the court. That's got to be over the back. He had possession there. Garrett stepped over.
You got to give a lot of credit to Alec on the just hustling all over the floor. Josiah Alec hasn't played a ton today, but making his presence felt for more minutes. Almost took Coach Drew Jones out like a linebacker and then saved the ball in the next possession.
Final seconds, Joyner shot short. But a solid final minute and a half got the Raptors 905 back in this one, 95-79 after 3.
Well, fourth quarter's here. They got a lot of work to do. You got to get some stops and turn up that offensive output.
before the break, you heard Randy discuss physicality on the broadcast, and a big part of the 905's physical game is a player with the nickname Big Body Roddy. That being David Roddy, who is currently with Team USA for FIBA qualifiers. I asked Coach Drew Jones about, what they miss about Roddy, but also the opportunity. He says they miss him. He's doing a great job with Team USA. He's playing well. He's passing the ball, moving it well. He's excited for him and says it's such a great opportunity to wear the country's name across your chest. But Randy says they're really excited to get him back.
Absolutely, Lindsay. You're going to need that scoring as soon as he gets back. 79 points heading into the fourth. Not enough for the 905. David Roddy just so good off the dribble and using his body as Elijah Martin cues up a three. 95-82. Warren, that's a 13-point lead.
As it goes and say, good start to the fourth quarter. That's what you want, knocking down your first shot. That is another travel. No call.
McNeely answers. 29-26, 905 outscored the Greensboro Swarm in that third quarter, but just 5 turnovers all game long for the Swarm. That's
extremely
tough.
impressive by the Swarm, not turning that basketball over to the 905, who does a great job forcing turnovers.
Alec all over the court as he pulls down another loose ball rebound. Swarm back the other way. Garrett to McNeely. He's picked off. Elijah Martin feeding Lawson all the way to the cup for 2.
Great pass and good hit. And look at Greensboro right back down the court.
McNeely now. Kick out. Salon off the mark. Joyner the rebound. We've got Lawson in transition. 905 trying to cut into this 14-point lead. Martin. Series of moves, cut off. Nice drop.
Great pass. Great pass by Martin.
Tyson Dagenhart not just standing in the corner, making the great cut.
Look at Lawson. Look at Martin here. He just stopped. Head turned around, sees Dagenhart cutting against McNeely, who was lost, looked like a deer in headlights.
Thought Greensboro would want a timeout after that.
Turnover.
They don't get it, and the Raptors 905 force another turnover. Great defense from A.J. Lawson as he'll cue it in here with 10:22 to go in the fourth. 905 down by 12. Joyner. Czar thought about it. Martin comes off a screen. Dagenhart circling. Martin throws it up there. Short.
Good look, though. Good look.
Garrett. Nobody within a kilometer of him. Can't get it going. There is Alec once again leading to another wide open 3-ball, but the Raptors 905 come down with it. Joyner. Nice little move on Salon. Gets it to go.
Jarkel Joyner again. Now we got a 10-point game on our hands. 905 getting some stops.
McNeely's fouled. He'll go to the line.
That was after a made basket as well.
But a good start here for the 905. As you see, McNeely bumped and finishing.
Gets the foul on Martin. That's after a made basket. 905 haven't done a great job getting back. You see the fast break points by Greensboro. They're just as good as the 905 are getting up and on the floor.
Free throw is long, but the 905 can't hold on to it. This time they get it on the 3-ball. Joyner. Gets a Sar screen. He's bumped from behind. No call. Kick out. Lawson throws up another 3-ball.
Knocks it down. We got a 9-point game and the energy's up. A.J. Lawson's bouncing. He got a pep in his step. Let's see what the 905 can do here defensively to get a stop. Yes, they can.
Martin in transition. Left hand. Can't get it to go.
He took off a bit too early and lost his balance. Wasn't able to finish that. Big opportunity for them.
Reeves, Garrett getting inside. He can't get it to go. Elijah Martin pulling it down. Dagenhart working on McNeely. Kick out. Martin's got space.
And he knocks it down!
Elijah Martin bringing the Raptors 905 back 100-94, a 6-point lead, outscoring the Greensboro Swarm 15-5. More fourth quarter action right after this.
The last time the 905 played a home game here in Mississauga was Super Bowl Sunday, where we spoke to Tyson Degenhardt, who's from Washington State, a huge Seahawks fan, how he was feeling about that game. But let's go back to the end of October, where we had the players be a bit of fortune tellers and give their predictions for who would make it to the Super Bowl.
I'm going to go with, who am I going to go with? I'm going to go with the Patriots. They're going to shock somebody.
I'm a Seahawks guy. Seahawks are looking good. Bye week at the right time, getting our secondary healthy. Our offense is finally starting to click a little bit with Sam Darnold, and JSN might be a top 3 receiver.
Safe to say that Degenhardt was really happy with the outcome of the Super Bowl, the Seahawks winning it back in early February. But all I know, Randy, is I might ask Tyreek Key to pick some lottery ticket numbers for me.
I'm with you, Lindsay. The Raptors 905 battled all the way back, 15-5, outscoring the Swarm in this fourth quarter. They're down by 6 as McNeely is off the mark. There's PJ Hall doing all the work on the offensive glass. Whistle. Foul on the floor. PJ Hall gripping his left shoulder.
Oh, that's interesting. That is interesting.
Lawson doesn't like it as he pleads his case. Let's see this.
Lawson tries to swim around, get position, and PJ Hall has his arm locked in between. That should honestly be a double foul on both players because they're both creating contact. And it should be a jump ball.
PJ Hall leading his side of the story.
Well, PJ Hall's the aggressor. He's the one fighting for position in the post, trying to seal AJ Lawson. AJ Lawson's trying to swim around. He's allowed to do that as a defender.
PJ Hall wide open. 905 getting lucky here on some of those 3 balls as Hogarth comes back in transition. Key, his 3 can't go. Knocked out of bounds by Lawson. As the Swarm will look to get Salon back in the game. Won't be on this possession. 7:56 to go. We're getting word that AJ Hogarth's 19 points are a career high.
That's a little run killer. Degenhardt giving up that easy 2 to Awoma in transition as Mobile went for the steal. 905 got to be disciplined.
T going right. Trying to go high off the glass, can't get it to go. McNeely in transition, that's off his foot.
Yep.
Raptors 905 will get it back, down by 8. Lots of time here, Warren, in this game. 7:26 to play. Just got to be solid. Yeah. Solid on the defensive end.
Eons of time. Eons of time.
Timeout on the floor as Coach Drew Jones wants to talk it over, realizing he's got a lot of time. He just want to settle his guys down. They've made the run. They've done all the work. Just try to cap it off. We'll be back with more fourth quarter action right after this. (102-94), Greensboro up by 8 against the Raptors 905, but it's 15-7 here in the fourth quarter, and the pictures look like this. A.J. Lawson, Jarkel Joyner, and then Lawson again. Everybody getting into the mix here on the comeback trail for the Raptors 905. Elijah Martin doing his thing. He's got 17.
And it's been a mix of good shot selection and just making shots, but it's also been their defense. They've gotten some consecutive stops, which has really helped them get back in the game, but the job is not finished, nowhere close to being done. Not have a lot of work to do, and that cannot happen in their comeback.
Swarm in transition. Brown Jr. has got space, kick out. Iwoma finds Salon, and he can't hit, but there's P.J. Hall.
Who else? Another offensive rebound for P.J. Hall, establishing that now 10-point lead. Hall up to 23 points and 14 rebounds.
Bobo. Hogarth trying to go left. He's cut off. Gets a screen. Ooh, nice little stutter finish there.
Great move by Hogarth. He froze Brown Jr. with that little hop step. Really crafty around the rim. Knows how to finish.
Salon working on Lawson. Iwoma loses it temporarily. Salon picks it up. Spin dribble.
That's just too big, man, too big. A.J. Hogarth tried to strip the ball away from him. He got right to his spot, and which hand did he finish with? Right? He went right, came back right.
Help's got to come when you've got Hogarth there trying to defend a bigger guy like Salon. As Sar's off the mark. 10-point lead, 6 minutes to go, fourth quarter. 905 back in this one. Brown Jr. using a high screen, wanted a foul called, and he is going to get it, but this time it's going to be on the floor. Gonna have to see that one again.
I don't know. I don't even want to.
AJ Lawson
unlucky.
Lawson just. I was just standing here. This is how I screened. This is what it looked like. How is this a foul? It's all pretty good questions.
This is fourth personal for him now, so he has to sit for a bit, but he'll be back in.
Lawson sits down with 18 points, 4 rebounds. Gotta think he's only going to be out for a minute or two.
Who else?
P.J. Hall, 25 and 15 now.
That was a big-to-big screen ran between Iwoma and Hall. And Hall getting the ball back under the rim and finishing.
5.5 to play, fourth quarter. Key inside. That's Mobo down low. He's got to finish that.
And Hall affected his ability to finish around the rim. Tried to strip him. And he was worried about the block shot by Hall.
Kick out pass, Salon. Dribble drive. Bobo with the block. Brown Jr., lots of space. And he makes the 905 pay. 111-96. Martin. It's a screen. Hogard. Back to Martin. His three ball. Up and good. That looked good from here as soon as it left his hand.
Yes, it did. Nothing but net for Martin on that three. This end of the floor, 9:05 have to key in on. AJ Lawson coming back in the game now, of course.
Got to get a stop here. 111-99.
And that's an offensive foul. Great job drawing the foul. PJ Hall extending that elbow for that chicken wing. I got to give PJ Hall a lot of credit. One of the things they're doing offensively, we'll talk about that in a second. Look right there. Yeah, he extends that arm, that little chicken wing, and the referee has to blow that and call that an offensive foul. You saw in the possession before that, Randy, as soon as PJ Hall gets the ball off of a pick and roll, excuse me, he catches the ball and gets swung right away. And it continues their offense. So he's not a ball stopper, and that allows Greensboro to continue to score off of those pick and rolls.
Martin tried to look away pass to the corner. Good idea. Picked off by the tight defense from the Swarm. Rush screen from Hall. Brown Jr. shake it free. That's tough.
Another one right to the rim. That's 62 points in the paint for Greensboro.
113-99 on that Awoma bucket. Martin chases it down. Shot clock down to 12. Hogard thinking about a three.
He got caught dancing and just threw the ball away. Ball slipped out of his hand.
Possessions too big of a commodity. Right now with 3.5 to go, we've got a timeout on the floor. 9:05 down by 14. They've got one last push. We will see it on the other side from the Paramount Fine Food Center. Well, no rest for a team that just came back from a 3-week, 6-game road trip. The Raptors 905 will be back at it tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern, against the same Greensboro Swarm. A rematch, if you will. Right now, we've still got 3:20 and change to go here. 113-99, Swarm lead, 905 playing better this quarter. But they can't stop PJ Hall.
They have had no answer for him on the glass and around the rim. He has been their best player, in my opinion, in this game.
25 and 17. Lawson curling around for a three, just off the mark, but that's Dagenhart pulling it down. Saar inside, he can't get it to go. Dagenhart's got space, he's off the mark. Martin will try.
And he finally gets one to go. They got 4 offensive rebounds in 1 possession, and they got a bucket from it.
115-102. The push has to come now on the defensive end. Wide open three is long as Hogard corrals it. In transition. Can't get it to go.
Another rebound now for Hall. 27 and 17 rebounds for PJ Hall, who looks gassed on the floor.
31 minutes for the 6'8" forward out of Clemson. That's gotta be a travel. He picked up his back foot as he's taking a step. And then you're saying he's hooking him.
Yeah.
Hogard, he's got space.
Now sit down, PJ Hall, 10 offensive rebounds. That is more than the entire 905 team.
1:45 to go. Salon from distance. Timeout called by Coach Drew Jones as they will talk it over, down 15. 1:44 to go. The Raptors 905. Gonna need a huge push. We'll see it on the other side.
Every kid who laces up a pair of sneakers dreams big. With the Raptors and 905's 50-50, every ticket helps make those dreams possible in our community. And the best part, you don't need to be at the game to play. They shoot, you score. Get your tickets online at 5050.raptors905.com.
Okay, the Raptors 905 down by 15 here. They've got to go quick with 1:40 to go in the fourth. They had the lead to 6. But the Swarm have just been too fundamentally sound here, and PJ Hall's just been a monster. 27 and 18 from him as Joyner finds Sarr.
Much needed. Much needed. 12-point game.
First 3 of the night for Olivier Sarr. He's got 7.
They're going to have to get some stops here and turn this team over quickly. Shoot some threes. That's what's going to have to come down to.
Swarm using all sorts of the clock here. Salon. Shot clock down to 1. The block by Martin. Joyner the other way. Can't call that. They don't. Martin steps into a 3. That's good if it goes. It goes.
Great job by the 905. Another 3. We got a 9-point game. The only problem with that is that Greensboro took a lot of time off the clock.
I was going to say, there can't be a foul on that one.
No. But
time
Salon
out of the floor.
Dribbled the ball out of bounds, so it would have been 905 possession.
We take another look at this 3-ball. Joyner, so glad they didn't call a charge there. Elijah Martin stepping in. When he uses his legs, it looks so good.
Gets right underneath that shot, and it's in one smooth motion. Said every coach ever.
Absolutely. 26 points for Elijah Martin. 7 assists, 6 of 10 from 3. Just an outstanding game offensively for him. 24 for Hogart. That's a career high. His original was 18 back in January against Birmingham.
.905 with 5 guys in double figures, shooting 49% from the field and 44 from 3. 17 made 3-pointers today, and just not enough.
Not enough
thus
attempts.
far. Well, exactly.
You got 85 shots.
That's right. In comparison to Greensboro, who has 100 field goal attempts, and that's been the difference. More possession of the basketball, more offensive rebounds for Greensboro. That's been a little bit of why they're in this hole, but they're not out of it yet. They got to continue working.
Pressure from the 905. Fouls on Dagenhart. 905 trying to slow this game down here. 41 seconds to go. Greensboro will cue in side inbounds. They'll line up at center court here. 14 on the shot clock. Salon fouled immediately by Dagenhart once again. That's his 5th. Sends Tijan Salon to the line, where he's 78% from the stripe all season long. points, 10 rebounds last time out for Salon. He's got 18 with that free throw right there. .905 will make a sub. Tyreek Key will check into this game. Dagenhart will have a seat. 121, 111. Free throw up and good. Raptors 905 will call their reset timeout and inbound in the offensive zone. Key will cue it in. Lawson shakes free at the top. Curls on three.
And knocks it down.
And the foul, A.J. Lawson. Cutting this lead to 8 with 35 seconds to go. He'll go to the line.
And Marcus Gear trying to plead his case. Yeah, he caught him right on the shoulder. I think they are challenging.
DJ Baker doesn't like it. He will challenge.
He caught him right on the shoulder. That is the correct call. Great play by the 905. They had Martin come around an over-the-top screen, and he screened A.J. Lawson's man, and they kind of switched positions, and then Lawson came off another pin down, got that open look. I think they both came off a SAR. Ooh.
Is there contact there? That's what we're trying to figure out there.
Well, in full speed, it looked like there was.
Oh, yeah. It looks
From
like
that angle,
yeah,
it looks a little
like
bit far. From the other angle, it looked like he didn't really make contact at all. Either way, the basket will count. We have to see it from the other angle to really know.
It's Marcus Garrett. Looks like his arm is at an angle that just grazes
We're gonna
A.J.
get the
Lawson.
referee's angle here. If there's any contact, it's with that right arm.
I think he gets him on the left arm here. Right there.
Yep.
In any case, the three is good.
Yeah.
The lead is 8. Still 35 seconds to go. You're gonna have to foul. You're gonna have to get something quick again. You're gonna have to do that multiple times, Warren. There's your analysis. I figured it out.
Pretty simple. We're gonna have to turn this team over and get a bunch of threes made.
A.J. Lawson, 21 points, 5 rebounds on 7 of 12 shooting. He's 5 of 10 from 3. Referees now will talk it over. They've seen enough video footage. They're going to count that foul, if I can read lips, and I've been practicing.
Yeah,
this is a great
basket's
angle.
good, and they will shoot a free throw. They lose their challenge ability for the remainder of the game.
I mean, it's very inconclusive. You can't overturn that. If you call a foul there, you can't overturn that. It's just too close. A.J. Lawson, step to the line. He's 81% from the free throw line on the season. Looking for point number 19 here. And a 7-point deficit. He is short. 905 almost come down with it. Reset timeout is called here. Well, the Greensboro Swarm had possession.
Who else with the rebound? P.J. Hall, who's almost at a 2020 game. 27 points and 19 rebounds in 33 minutes.
Well, he was 15 and 12 with plus 32 last time out, so this is a terrific continuation. Wow. A.J. Lawson thinks he got fouled before the inbounds. Whistle was blown. We can't see what the call was yet.
That's on A.J. Lawson. From my vantage point, it looked like a bunch of bowling pins just fell down on the ground.
Right. Now that's before it was inbounded, so that's going to be free throws and possession.
And they're going to challenge this as well, so the game continues. And 4 guys.
How many challenges do you get in this game? It feels like, like I know the answer, but have there not been like 17 here?
We're gonna have to see this replay again as well to see where the foul was.
Just getting it queued up for you here.
It looks to me like Slauson, Iwoma and Slauson grabbed Martin.
I love the analogy of the bowling pins. That's exactly what it looks like.
That's what it looked like. Strike.
Now, is Lawson grabbing in there? It's too hard to tell. I don't know.
I believe that is an offensive foul.
Reeves couldn't even get the ball in before the whistle here.
You see Slauson grab the back of AJ right there.
Yeah.
Slauson grabbed the back of Lawson. I'll say that 5 times fast.
Hall and Lawson getting tangled up. I mean, Martin went down too.
Slauson and Lawson.
Oh. Yeah, Salon, you're right. It's like he just runs over 2 guys.
I say Slauson's usually Salon.
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
I said Slauson.
Yeah, yeah, my bad. I was...
Salon, excuse me. Yes, Salon and Lawson.
Referees talking it over here. They've come to a decision. It's hard to read lips when you can't see the lips, I will say. All the work I've been doing. What was the call?
Lawson getting called for the foul for pulling Salon to the ground.
Salon down, okay, okay.
So the initial contact to the referee's discretion was used by Lawson to then pull Salon. So that's where the bowling pins fell.
Right. Well, give Lawson credit because maybe there was a little bit of pull, but you know, you try anything at that point, right? And it's not like, you know, Salon didn't knock him over. He was just encouraged by Lawson.
There's certain parts of basketball where it becomes like a rugby scrum.
Right.
And you can't see anything, and everything goes.
Right. Salon steps to the line. Uses the back of the rim, and it drops, and the Greensboro Swarm will inbound once again as Lawson raises both hands.
And he's on 5 personal fouls, so he has to go all 33 seconds without fouling.
Elijah Martin picks up the foul on Iwoma, who will step to the line, shooting a hair under 76%. 17, 4, and 4 for Iwoma. Rattles at home. .124, 114. Greensboro Swarm right around their season average. Final push here. Down 11, Key. Lawson to the corner. Martin being hounded, clears out a little space. His 3 is short. And that's Brown Jr. over the timeline, and Tyreek Key will stop the game with another foul. And now we're just into semantics here as 11 points in 14.8 seconds is tough. Terrell Brown Jr., 6'3", 180, 27-year-old, 76% from the free throw line. Excuse me, 78%. Can't get the first one to drop.
A lot for the 905 to take from this loss, especially in that second quarter. This is a very good offensive Greensboro team, but it's the shot attempts, it's the turnovers, it's the 905 not being able to get consecutive stops for a good majority of this game, and they had to expel a lot of energy to try and come back. So hats off for them to doing so, but it was not enough to beat this team.
Well, if you look at the second half scoring, that's 64 points for the Raptors 905 and 57 for the Greensboro Swarm, as that does it here in Mississauga. 126-114 is your final in favor of the Swarm. They will move to 18-6 in the regular season and push their lead on the 905 to 2.5 games. We'll be back to wrap it up from the Paramount Fine Food Center right after this.
Get out the camera. Sorry.
Welcome back to the Paramount Fine Food Center. This one's official. 126-114. The Greensboro Swarm take down the Raptors 905. That's 7 wins in a row for the Swarm, and these two teams will do it all again tomorrow. There are your final stats for the day. 45% shooting for the Swarm, 49% shooting for the 905. But the points in the paint, 20-point advantage for the Greensboro.